on, guys? Henry Kaminski here, the brand doctor, with another video for you. Today, I'm going to go on a little bit of a rant. I'm not going to lie. A couple things went down recently that I want to share with you in hopes that you do not make these mistakes in the future when it comes to hiring the right people to help you with your social media marketing. So let me break you down the entire scenario here so you have a better understanding of the full picture. So one of the things I realized is Instagram for me is one of my biggest platforms where I have the biggest influence. And so one of my team members said when we were doing one of our team meetings was, why don't you triple and quadruple down on your Instagram account and really build up that following even more, since a good portion of your clients come from Instagram. I said, brilliant idea. Let's go all in. So last month, September, I went in and I found probably about a dozen influencers that have big pages, big accounts with my target audience, and I started paying them. I actually did a 12-day cycle, right? So it actually, literally 2 cycles would get me through pretty much a month, right? Give or take a couple days at the end. And every day I would use a different influencer and I would pay them a few dollars, whatever they charged, and they would shout me out. So that worked extremely well. We grew the account 3,000-4,000 followers. The followers were very, very quality followers. They weren't botted, because I went down that path last year, and I'll get into that in a second, where I hired some people to do some shout outs for me, and come to find out the quality of the following was horrible. Okay. And it actually tarnished my reputation and following versus helping it. So I do this over the course of a month and I go, wow, this is working really, really well. So in October, I say to myself, all right, maybe I can find like one person that has a network of influencer friends, and I pay that one person and they handle all this for me. So I was working with I was working with this one individual that owned a couple big accounts. And so I hire her, right? So I get on the phone with her and I have a conversation with her, because if I'm going to invest a large majority of my marketing budget into one person, better be the right person, right? So I get on the phone with her and she seems fantastic, right? She's got 2 very successful accounts, and she's motivated, right? She's motivated. You could tell it in her voice. And I said, all right, well, then here's what we'll do. I'm going to give you a majority of my budget, and I'm going to have you go out and grow my account. And she said, all right, this is awesome. I said, but here's the thing. Here's what I'm going to tell you up front, because I got killed last year by these botted followers, by hiring the wrong people and getting these 7th graders following me on Instagram. Like, those aren't, no offense to 7th graders that are following me perhaps, but those folks aren't going to buy from me, right? And the whole point of marketing and advertising is to attract the buyers, right? So I was very specific. I told her the horror story that I went through. Yeah, I would never do that. Okay. October 1 comes. I drop her the cash, and she starts promoting. Now, we get about 4 days in, and I start seeing an influx of really spammy followers coming in, right? So I get on the phone, and I wasn't happy, but I get on the phone and I said, what are we doing? I thought I told you very specifically that this is not what I wanted. Well, we're going to have to do a big push and increase the numbers of your followers to get the engagement up, blah, blah, blah. I said, no. This is not the way to do it. I've been doing this for 4 years. I'm not trying to micromanage what you're doing here, but this is, you're giving me exactly what I do not want. And so she comes back to me and she starts coming up with these, well, your videos aren't framed properly, and we got to do this and that, and there's things that you're doing that. And I was like, okay, now my blood starts to boil, because now it's all my fault, right? It's all my fault. So I said, so and so, I'm not going to say names, as your client, I am requesting that you stop immediately with this spammy following, not follower nonsense, and that you use your accounts, because I know you're not using your accounts, because when I used your accounts for influencer marketing, I got quality results back. So I don't know who you're subbing this out to, but as your client, I'm demanding that you stop that immediately and do as promised and use your accounts to bring awareness to my Instagram account. Because right now you're insulting me and my intelligence in and around influencer marketing. The way I was being spoken to, it was like I didn't even know how to use Instagram. Meanwhile, I've been doing influencer marketing for close to a half a decade. And I know right practices and wrong practices. So what happens now? So that day, she does as I asked, and she puts out all of this content on multiple different pages that she owns. And we see the followers coming in, and that's great. So Henry, why are you so upset if she did what she did what you told her to do? Here's why I'm upset. The amount of trust that has been thrown down the toilet and has been broken will never be rebuilt. And here is someone who was trying to push a 6-month commitment with them prior to me giving them money. Then when I argued that, she said, well, okay, we'll do a 3-month policy. We'll do a 3-month commitment. And I argued that. I said, no, we're going to do a 1-month commitment. And if things go great, we will consider doing a longer term commitment with you. Could you imagine if I signed a contract or agreement for a 3 or 6 month contract with this person and I was getting this type of result? Why I am pissed is because I made it very clear what my expectations were, what I did not want, and I was given exactly that. Had I not opened up my mouth, that would have gone on for days and weeks. I would have gotten my account perhaps shut down. I could have gotten my account filled with followers that would never buy from me in a million years. And then at the end of the month be told, well, I brought you all these followers. But the quality of followers being not satisfactory to me. So I share this story with you because there's a lot you could take from it. And I'm going to let you take what you want from this story so that this doesn't happen to you. Okay? So if you have questions or comments, drop them in below. Let's keep this dialogue going. And if there's any way that I can help you more, I will. Because I don't want to see this happen to anybody. Okay? So what I decided to do next month was, listen, the budget's over. We gotta do what we gotta do this month. So what I decided to do was I'm not going to put all my eggs in one basket. I'm going to go over budget a little bit this month, and I'm going to bring back that cycle. So I started bringing in my other influencer buddies, and they're doing posts for me every single day. Between now, it's half the month. So now until the end of October, and we will get through this. Whether or not I am going to move forward with this person who has given me such a poor experience, right? I want to see how the rest of this month plays out with them. See if they continue to do the right thing. See if they up their game a little bit, knowing how upset I am and knowing how dissatisfied I am with their service. Let's see if what they do. I'm not expecting anything from this person. I'm not. But let's see what they do to make this right and to build that trust back. So I leave you with that, guys. Hope you got some value out of this one. Click this video over here. Watch this next video. I'm telling you, it's going to help you tremendously build a reputable and profitable brand for yourself and really help you avoid the mistakes that a lot of entrepreneurs make, and they don't even know they make them until afterwards. So have a good one, guys. I'll catch you on the next one. Later.